Not much there, but that's not a concern right now. One thing these guys don't want to do is to give up in the run again. Because if they do that, they'll become one-dimensional. And that plays right into the defender's hands. Not much there, but that's not a concern right now. One thing these guys don't want to do is to give up in the run again. Because if they do that, they become one-dimensional. And that plays right into the defense's hands. Using split backs here. Big pop that time. Yeah, he talk about declared. That's what happened there. He unloaded and he got into a clear. He did a nice job on that run. And he picks up a first down. And when you have an offense that can keep up on the ground to pick up 5 or 6 yards, 8 yards in this, you really open up the defense. He did a nice job on that run. And he picks up a first down. And when you have an offense, he did a nice job on that run. And he picks up a first down. And we have an offense to keep on the ground to pick up 6 or 7 or 8 yards, you're really opening up the defense. He set the ball in the air, and that quarterback is very special. Not only does he have the arm, but he also got in there with some touch if he needs to. Maybe got a yard or two. Oh, that guy got knocked around by the defensive door. I'll tell you what, he needs a little bit more protection from his linemen. So they're almost within their kicker's range. Heads up play there to knock the ball down. Yep, nothing fancy there. Don't even give the receiver a chance. Just knock it down. He tried to find something off the edge, Boots, but there wasn't anything there. He tried to get to the outside, but the defense was watching him his every move. When he tried to turn the corner, they were right there to get him. Well, they tried to throw for the pass, but the pass was dropped. Drops on third down that would have gotten there for the first down. That could really demoralize the team. The quarterback makes a good throw, but the guy on the other end can't come up with it. And the punt will sail out of bounds. The catcher simply couldn't stay in bounds. You know, as a receiver, you have to be aware of so many things. Where the first down marker is, where the defenders are, where the sideline is as you stretch out to make that catch. That was a nice pass. Let's watch it again. That was a nice pass. Let's watch it again. Caught. A leaping catch. He was cut down quickly. He was waiting for someone to develop, and whap! He got developed. He was cut down quickly. He was waiting for someone to develop, and whap! He got developed. The defender didn't even let it get to the receiver. An interception would be nice, but a great play either way. The running back keeps it on the ground. I know they didn't get much, but it's all about making the defense respond to fact when you're waiting to run. Running back keeps it on the ground. I know they didn't get much, but it's all about making the defense respond to fact that you're willing to run. Well, that pass was just a bit underthrown. And he's lucky that fell incomplete. A lot of these tips can get gobbled up by the defense. Well, that pass was just a bit underthrown. Here, lucky that one fell incomplete. A lot of these tips get gobbled up by the defense. The offense takes over after they were unable to get any points on their last drive. A consistent running game will keep the defense on the field, not allowing him to rest on the sideline. About a 5-yard pickup for the first down. That's some good stuff right there, Dor. You give it to your back, have the ball straight ahead for good yardage, and you got a new set of downs to work with. He had a shot, but couldn't come up with it. Well, the quarterback did his part, Boots. Any more of those, then he might find himself riding in the bench. He felt the pressure and got rid of the ball. And that's the right decision in that case. Get rid of the ball and take the incomplete. So let's take a look at how this back compares to the opposition. He really felt the pressure there that time, Boots. He's lucky he got rid of that ball. I'll tell you, he was definitely going to take a sack. This one just couldn't have the distance. This one couldn't have the distance. No good. He wasn't doing to get anything going on that run. He wasn't getting anything going on that run, Boots. I'll tell you what, Dor, he was looking for a place to run, but all those places were filled up with guys waiting to tackle him. He just couldn't find a way to get that pass in there. The quarterback did his job of throwing the right to him. He's going to have some explaining to do with the huddle. Directing traffic. He sees something in the defense. Gain a 10. Beautiful design play there, Boots. Anytime you get a run like that for the first, it does a lot for your whole offense. I wouldn't be surprised to see some sort of play path to build off the big game. Really couldn't reach the corner on that run. Yeah, as a bag, you need to take what the defense is going to give you. That time, they wouldn't give it an inch. Really couldn't reach the corner on that run. As a back, you need to take what the defense is going to give you. That time, they wouldn't give them an inch. Couldn't find much of a hole, and he's brought down after a game. Looks like a couple. Yeah, you talk about push the door. This line got no push at all, and there was nowhere to go. That run won't move far. The lineman just failed to open up many holes to run through, or give her room to work with. Not much on that play. Yeah, you talk about a defensive line winning the battle up front, and this is what you mean. The running back gets to the line, and there's nowhere to go after that run. We have a new season about to get underway. Here, a new season, new beginning. Racers all fast because it's a whole new deal from here now. The guys ready? The teams are ready? Let's get tonight's game going. He hands it off. Looking for room. Hauls him down behind the line. He didn't give him a chance on that one. I'll tell you what, Dor. He was in a great position to make that play. He threw a great pass and they get it into the end zone. The quarterback knew that he had to make that pass perfectly, and he got the job done on that play. And so they were able to move the ball at a distance and push it into the end zone. They did everything they had to do on that one. The end result was a trip across the goal line and the TD on the board. He couldn't bring that pass in. Sometimes you see the receivers drop the easiest passes. They must be thinking touchdown before making the catch. The quarterback was feeling the pressure on that run. He had no choice but to get rid of the ball. So the play does not work, and they'll bring up a fourth down. Had no room for return and called a fair catch. That was a smart thing to do with the coverage team closing in for a big hit. He did a nice job on that one, and he picks up a first down. And when you have an offense that can keep on the ground to pick up 6, 7, or 8 yards, you really open up the defense. The defense hurried that throw. Pressure can really mess up the timing of the play. That pass was incomplete because the quarterback had to get rid of it before he wanted to. Now let's have a look at what our runners have done up to this point. He made the catch but was unable to get the first down. On third down, you need to make sure you know where you are on the field, because if you make the reception, it's surely good for a fresh set of downs. If you make the catch and you don't get the first, it can only do a lot of concentration. He made the catch, but was unable to get the first down. On third down, you need to make sure you know where you are on the field, because if you make the reception, it should be good for a fresh set of downs. If you make the catch and you don't get the first, it can only be due to lack of concentration by the receiver. And so Boots' drive comes up a little shorter than they might have liked, but they still managed to come away with the field goal. The key winning is to having your drives get some sort of the points for your team. They got it done on that drive. I'm sure they'll be happy to get this 3 points on the board. And so Boots' drive comes up with a little shorter than they might have liked, but they still managed to come away with 3 points. The key to winning here is to have your drivers get some sort of the points for your team. They got it done on that drive. I'm sure they will take a touchdown on this next one. Now this thing could still go either way. Thumbs it off for converting for a first down. That's what those plays are designed to do. You get the defense moving on one way, then you dump it off and pick up the short yardage for the first down. And it looks like we got a guy down on the field. Yeah, I don't think it's too serious though, Dor. He's a tough athlete. I think we'll see him back in this game. So after that run, we can see how the two main threats on the ground have fared so far. He did a nice job knocking that ball down. One thing remains concerned, no matter what kind of quarterback you are. Rushing your throws is going to end up with a completion. Or worse. He did a nice job of knocking that ball down. One thing that remains concerned, no matter what kind of quarterback you are. Rushing your throws is going to end up in an incompletion. Or worse. Knocked away. He did a nice job knocking that ball down. One thing that remains concerned, no matter what kind of quarterback you are. Rushing your throws is going to end up with an incompletion or worse. And he was unable to catch that ball. That's the old rule, Dor. If you get your hands on it, you gotta catch it. The offense goes back on the field after picking up a field goal on the last drive. That one goes for a few yards. He was building up some steam, but couldn't keep it going. You have to give credit to the defense for that play on that run. So, well, if you could keep holding the games like that, you won't be able to see too many rushes in the offense in the second half. That one goes for just a few yards. He was building up some speed, but he wasn't getting anything going on that run. That one goes for just for a few yards. That one goes to just a few yards. He was building up some steam, but couldn't keep it going. You have to credit the defense for playing the run so well. If you could keep holding the games like that, you won't see too many rushings for the offense in the second half. You'll get the football away and goes down hard. Deep in their own territory. And they're about to ready to get this drive started at the last series, ending with a punt. A consistent running game will make the play action pass more effective. He overthrew the target, and he has to be careful. Not only is that pass off target, but there's also a good way to get your receiver deck. There's no need for the quarterback to force any throw. There's a whole second half to play, and they don't want to make any mistakes. Catch as if he couldn't stay in bounds. I think the quarterback just let that one get away. Okay, Dora, here's what a defense needs to make a big play. Maybe they bring some heat with the blitz, or they change it up the cover. That way, they can force the offense into making mistakes and keep them from getting any points before the half. And a great throw for a touchdown. Yeah, he threw that where only his receiver could get the ball. Nothing happened for the offense on this last drive as they went 3 and out. If they don't want to go in the half down by this much, they're going to need to get some good pros and good clock management. If they don't want to go in the half down by this much, they're going to need some good pros and good clock management. He never hesitates on that throw, Boots. That was quite a throw. This guy's been blessed with a golden arm. That's the first time he reached the quarterback tonight. That's just hustle right there. He had him in the sights, but it wasn't going to be stopped till he got the quarterback. They need a good pick here to make their further downfield where they had to face a third down situation. That's the first time he reached the quarterback tonight. That's just hustled right there. He had him in the sights and wasn't going to be stopped until he got the quarterback. They'll need a good pickup here to make their ways further downfield where they have to face a third down situation. 5 yards on the pass play. I'll tell you, here's a defensive lineman's great. 3rd and long. He knows they have a pass. Time for a punt here as it's now 4th down. The punt returner gets under this one. They were very effective the last time they had the ball, picking up a lot of yardage through the air as they moved the ball down the field for the touchdown. You know, Dor, I know they want to increase the lead before the half, but they gotta be careful not to let the other team get in for a turnover. You know, Dor, hey, I like to know. I know they want to increase the lead before the half, but they gotta be careful not to let the other team back in for a turnover. Hey, Dor, I know they want to increase the lead before the half, but they gotta be careful not to let the other team back in for a turnover. Hey, Dor, I know they want the lead to. Hey, Dor, I know they want to increase the lead before the half, but they gotta be careful and not let the other team back in for a turnover. Hey, Dor, I know they want to increase the lead before the half, but they gotta be careful and not let the other team back in for the turnover. Here's a no huddle. It keeps the defense off balance out there. Here's a spot we're trying to add to the lead before the half. Can backfire. All it takes is one mistake and it could be a defensive scoring. That's what the quarterback has to throw it hard to the sideline so that no one can jump off the pass and pick it off for 2. Here's a spot we're trying to add to the lead before the half. Can backfire. All it takes is one mistake and it could be a defensive scoring. That's what the quarterback has to throw it hard to the sideline so that no one can jump up and pass that it picked off. Here's a spot we're trying to add to the lead before the half can backfire. All it takes is one mistake and it could be a defensive scoring. That's why the quarterback has to throw the ball hard to the sideline so that no one can jump the pass and pick it off. Here's a spot we're trying to add to the lead before the half can backfire. All it takes is one mistake and it could be a defensive scoring. That's why the quarterback has to throw it hard to the sideline so that no one can jump the pass and pick it off. Hey, Dor, we need to watch the guys up front on this play. They're going to be passing, and the best thing the defense can do here is to get some pressure on the quarterback. Either throw a pick or take him down for a sack. That pass was batted away. Obviously, this guy thinks he can complete passes, then he can't. There's still plenty of time left there. They might take a shot at the end zone here, but they don't want to blow their chances of getting some points before the half. So he has to make a smart. That pass was batted down. Obviously, this guy thinks he can complete passes, then he can. There's still plenty of time left. There's still plenty of time left there. They might take a shot at the end zone here, but they don't want to blow their chances for getting some points before the half. So he has to make it smart with the throw. There's still plenty of time left here. They might take a shot at the end zone here, but they don't want to blow their chances of getting some points before the half. So he has to be smart with his throw. There's still plenty of time left. They might be able to shot before the end zone. There's still plenty of time left. They might take a shot at the end zone here, but they don't want to blow their chance of getting some points before the half. So he has to be smarter with his throw. There's still plenty of time left. They might be able to take a shot at the end zone here, but they don't want to blow their chance of getting some points before the half. So he has to be smart with his throw. So he found the target for the third down time. It goes for a touchdown. This guy might have a strong arm, but This guy might have a strong arm, but I don't think we'll be seeing any type of Hail Mary. Simple run should get us to halftime. Now you start to look around and you figure out who the go-to guys are. The guys can respond and get some games close again. And a fumble. Got caught holding. Yeah, that guy was caught out of position. He needs to slow him down somehow. They're making a mistake on offense right now. I don't wonder what the offense is thinking when something like that's going to happen. There's no better way to short circuit the drive. They are making a mistake on offense. I don't wonder what the offense is thinking when something like that happens. There's no better way to short circuit the drive. You show breakaway speed with the additional yardage you picked up after making the finish. I'll tell you what, when you talk about dangerous receivers, well, this what means the most dangerous thing you can do after the catch is to stretch it into a kind of game. He showed breakaway speed with that additional yardage and picked up the first down after making the catch. I'll tell you what, when you talk about dangerous receivers, well, that's what they mean. The most dangerous thing you can do after the catch is to stretch it into that kind of game. He showed great breakaway speed with the additional yardage he picked up after making the catch. I'll tell you what, when you talk about dangerous receivers, well, that's what they mean. The most dangerous thing you can do after the catch is to stretch it into that kind of game. He tried to find the hole, but he just got what he could. Yeah, he tried to stretch it outside, but the defense was quick to react to the play, and even quicker to move out their blocks and get in position to cover the hole. And just incredible run. That guy's like the Magna Carta. Easy run. So it wasn't the offense, but the special teams that they made a scoring drive. I think the defense may be a little bit upset in the special teams because they pride themselves on not letting the other team score. So they want to get to see the touchdown given up while they're on the sidelines. It is either way than knowing they couldn't do anything about that. So it wasn't the offense, but the special teams, they made a scoring drive. So it wasn't the offense, it was the special teams that made up the scoring drive. I think the defense may be more upset than the special teams because they pride themselves on not letting the other team score. So when you see a touchdown given up while they're on the sideline, it just eats away them knowing that they couldn't do anything about it. Speed and vision were important on that one. The returner just found the seam in the kickoff return and flew down the field. So they get it on the ground and the result is a touchdown. He took the ball away, he lowered his head, and boom! He got into the end zone. A good-looking drive, and he scored a touchdown. The offensive line should be very pleased with their performance on that one. As an offensive coach in this league, you always need to make some adjustments, so hopefully you can get the defense on the heels and get in for a touchdown. Good job for these guys. I'll tell you what, Dora, this team is going to have to focus a lot more than they did in the first half if they're going to come and they're going to go. I'll tell you what, Dora, this team is going to have to focus a lot more than they did in the first half if they're going to come back. The receiver went up and got that ball, catching it for a first down. You know, a lot of these guys play basketball or still play basketball. You can really see why you see him jump around like that. The receiver went up and got that ball, catching it for the first down. You know, a lot of these guys play basketball or still play basketball. And you can really see why you see him jump that high. The receiver went up and got that ball, catching it for a first down. You know, a lot of these guys play basketball, and they still play basketball. And you really see why he see him jump up high. The receiver went up and got that ball, catching it for a first down. You know, a lot of these guys play basketball or still play basketball. And you can really see why when you see him jump that high. And the lucky that wasn't intercepted. The quarterback did a really good job finding his target with that pass. The receiver can really do it all. He has speed, he runs great routes, and he can catches it on the other kind of ball. The quarterback did a really good job finding his target with that pass. This receiver can do all of it. He has speed, he runs great routes, and he can even make catches and any kinds of throws because he's got those great catches. Looking downfield, the quarterback did a real good job finding his target with that pass. This receiver can really do it all. He has speed, he has runs, great routes, and he can make catches on any kind of throw because he got so great. The quarterback did a really good job finding his target with that pass. This receiver can really do it all. He has speed, he runs great routes, and he can make catches on any kind of throw because he got some great hands. The quarterback did a real good job finding his target with that pass. The receiver can really do it all. He has speed, he runs great routes, and he can make catches on any kind of throw because he's got those great hands. He fires the pass, but it's overthrown. Alola's on the ball could have helped. He's there for the catch for his first of the game. You better take a look at that pass one more time. That's on the offense ran. This is a spot where you want to show the defense that's on the offense ran. This is a spot where you really want to show the defense that they have to respect the running game. Was dropped before you can get going on that run. Yeah, you can't run without good blocking. Was dropped before he could get back to the line. Yeah, you can't run without good blocking. They're moving in the wrong direction. A play like that, they'll just kill a coach. You're trying to put up the drive together, and boom, something right there's going to happen to you. He looks a little uncomfortable in the pocket there. It's an easy pass. How the heck did you miss it? Looks a little uncomfortable in the pocket there. It's an easy passer. How the heck did you miss it? Looks a little uncomfortable in the pocket there. It was an easy pass. How the heck did you miss it? He's short of the first down marker. He's short of the first down marker with that catch. That's a poorly pass play. You need to know he's short of the first down with that catch. That's a poorly pass play. You have to know that you have to get the first down marker on third down. He's short of the first down marker with that catch. That's a poorly pass play. You have to know that you have to get past the first down marker on third down. Any less than has to be a failure. But you have to wonder if that is the right time to go for it. Well, that's the question. The coach will always be second guess when he goes for fourth down and he fails to get it. They took a gamble, but they lost. Well, that gamble could really end up hurting them because if the opposing offense scores, then everybody's going to be putting their fingers at their old coach. When they sat down to discuss the running game this week, I'm sure they never thought it would go this way. 2 yards there on that run. That's a pretty good run in the stat sheet there, Boost, as he got the first down on that ground attack. A few more yards like that, and this defense is going to get there in the earful from the coach. Not that one down. He was in a great position to make that play. He gets about 5 yards and the first. Right up the middle. Too good blocking. Leads to a good run like that. Couldn't hang on that one. And nothing is more disheartening to a quarterback than a drop pass. He picks up about 5 yards on that run, moving the chains in the process. Nothing fancy either. He just goes right to the defense to move those sticks. He picks up about 5 on the run, moving the chains in the process. Nothing fancy either. He just goes right at the defense to move those chains. He went nowhere, Boots. Went nowhere fast. We should see a field goal attempt on this 4th down as they'll try to put him some points on the board. We should see a field goal attempt on this 4th down as they'll try to put some points on the board, adding to the lead. The long field goal attempt is on its way. And the kicker got all of that one. He just reached the 100 yard in the passing game. He had just reached the 100 mark in passing today. That one falls to the ground and incomplete. The quarterback has all. Incomplete, he dropped it. That one falls to the ground and incomplete. The quarterback has all the tools to look for. He just needs to be a little bit more patient out there in the pocket. They're probably trying one long throw here. They'll probably try one long throw downfield. This concludes another EA Sports presentation of Nick Junior College Football 2002. For Booster Monkey, this is Dora Marquez saying so long.